Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are at Warhammer World and Tony is back. It's been a while, but he's brought his Flesh Eater Courts to face off against the Blades of Khorne today. It's 2,000 points. We've finished deploying and I finished setting up first, so I am kindly going to let Tony go first. But before we do that, let's have a quick look through the forces. Right, so here we go, folks. This is 1960 points of Khorne. We are running, of course, Bloodbound, and the Stoker is there. So hero-wise, I have Scarbrand. I have a Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirster. His command trait is Slaughterborn, which allows him to reroll hits in combat. And the Artifactory is going to take his Heartseeker, which allows him to reroll wounds in combat. We've then, of course, got Scarbrand. We've got a Blood Secretor, we've got a Blood Stalker, 2 units of 5 dogs, and then the Bloodletters, I'm not getting them all out yet, but we've got 2 units of 30 and a unit of 20. Right, so here we go. This is Tony's Death Force. We've got a, I want to say, Crypt Flare Courtier, a unit of 10 Crypt Ghouls, and 3 Crypt Flares. We've got a Ghoul King on, is it Terrorgeist, this one? We've got 20 ghouls and of course the Ghoul King. Moving across, we've got another 10 ghouls, and of course we've got a Ghoul King on Zombie Dragon for that one. We've got a Crypt Horror Courtier and 2 units of Crypt Horrors. Tony is of course running Death, so he gets Deathless Minion. This guy is the General. His command trait allows Deathless Minion on a 5+, and he's took the Cursed Book for -1 to hit, which is going to be handy considering all the Bloodletters I've got. Right, let's deploy. So on these ruins there has been devastation. The city has been abandoned as the horde of zombies and flesh eaters and everything that is deathy goodness has taken over, and the Blades of Khorne are marching forward to take more ground for the gods of chaos. This city, once renowned for being very, very close to the heavens, there is meteors and everything falling from the sky. So quite fittingly, today's game is a gift from the heavens. Right, so here we go. Tony has done his hero phase. The only thing that he could do was cast Mystic Shield on this guy, so he does have +1 to his armor save. And pretty much everything else is just moved and ran forward. Nothing else has been done. The Zombie Dragon and the Vargeist, of course, can get beyond the 12-inch line. So, Tony, I believe, is going to use Death Shriek on the unit of Bloodletters. He's going to try and kill this unit of Bloodletters while he's a +1 save. Try and reduce them so I'm not doing the mortal wounds on 5s. And then because I'll be at -1 to hit him, if he gets the unit below 20, I can't do mortal wounds. So it's 6 + D6, Tony. 6 + D6, and my bravery is 10. So that will get him a 9, which means it doesn't do any damage. Charges though. Is he going for the Bloodletters? 2d6 charge. Come on. No. That's not going to make it. This dragon down here at these Bloodletters, or the dogs, maybe Fleshhounds. See what he gets. That, you needed that the other way around, didn't you? Right, let's see what he can do in the combat phase. Right, so Tony opting to go for the Bloodletters instead. He's going to try and kill them whilst they're a unit of 20, so that he's not getting mortal wounds on 5s. And of course, he's looking to battle shock the rest of them, or as many as possible, off the board. So, first up, Tony, we've got the King's Gory Talon, hitting on 3s, 5 attacks, 4 hits. And what you're wounding on? 3s at -1 rend for 1 damage each. Wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds at -1, so I've got 6 up save. So you kill 2. Next up, we've got the Zombie Dragon's Maw. So that's 3 attacks, 4s and 3s. 2 hits, 3s to wound. That's 1 wound. It's -2 rend, so I've got no save. So you kill D6 models.
1-6.
2, so that's 4 dead altogether. It's not bad, it's not bad. And then you've got the Zombie Dragon's Claws. Because you're unwounded at the minute, you get 7 attacks with that, Tony. And you're hitting on 4s. It's fair. 3. And you're wounding on 3s. So that's 2 wounds. It's -1 rend, 6 up, a pass 1, I fail 1, but it's 2 damage, so I've lost 6 bloodletters altogether. And of course I'm going to pile in and attack back with them. So the bloodletters are piled in, there's 12 within range, one of them being the champion. And that's 13 attacks altogether. So I'm hitting you on 4s, mortal wounds on 6s when I do the drop, of course. So that's 3 mortal wounds. Tony will get his deathless minion against that. There is no heroes within 8 inches because of how far I've piled in. So I don't get the reroll 1s. I'm wounding on 3s. So Tony, that is 4 wounds at -1 rend. So what's his save normally? 4 up. So you've got 3, 4, 5 ups to make for your normal save.
3.
No, it's 5 up because of rend -1.
4 dice, yeah?
Yep. So he fails them all, but he's got them 4 plus the 3 mortal wounds to take on his 5 up deathless minion. So an extra 3 saves. So 7 5 up deathless minions. Saves 2, so he takes 5 wounds. And that is the end of the turn. Battle shock, I've lost 6. So that gets me to 8, which means I don't lose any more models. But you've reduced me quite a lot. Over to my turn. Right, so battle round 1 for Khorne. The Bloodthirster used his command ability on these guys to allow them to run and charge with +1, and of course the Bloodstoker whipped them. We opened up the Portal of Skulls as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I've kept the dogs back on both sides, just in case the objective decides to drop down, but the Bloodthirster is 3.5 inches away from this guy, which means I won't be at the -1 because of the Cursed Book for my Blood Flail. So, the only shooting in my entire army, Hellfire Breath on that zombie dragon. D3 mortal wounds, Tony. So that's 2, which he will get his deathless minion save against. So 2 5 ups. So you lost 2 wounds, and then I've got 1 shot with my Blood Flail. 3s, and I miss. So, charges. This guy's going to charge. 4, he just makes it in. And then these bloodletters are going to go. Now these guys add 4 to their distance because they have the Bloodstoker's ability and the Bloodthirster's ability. So that is a 9-inch charge for them. So let's pile them in as well. Right, so I'm activating the bloodletters first. We have got 2 that are on the back unit of Crypt Ghouls there, or horrors even. So I'm at a unit of 20 at the minute, 30. So I'm hitting you on 3s, rerolling 1s, because the unit is within 8 inches of the Bloodthirster. Next up though, we've got, we worked it out as 16 attacks against the zombie dragon. So, here's 12. So there's 2, 3 mortal wounds, reroll the 1s. 4 mortal wounds, and I need 4 more dice for the next 4 attacks, and then reroll the 1s. So the 2s miss, but the 3s hit because I'm at a unit of 30. So wound on 3s. Oh, actually, I'm at -1 to hit, so the 5 doesn't do a mortal wound, Tony. And then that would be me to wound roll because it would have hit. I reroll 1s because I'm stalked. So, 3 mortal wounds. And then that's 6 saves. Now, what's your normal save? Is it a 3 up on him or a 4? So, normally it would drop to a 5 up, but you've still got Mystic Shield on. So, you've got 6 4 ups to make first. 6 4 ups, yep.
Doesn't even matter if I reroll them. The 1 now.
Like a boss, and then you've got 3 more to make for the mortal wounds, but this is your deathless minion, so it's a 5 up save for deathless minion.
Yeah.
Oh my, wow.
What's the 24 for them?
Right, but the good news, I've got 26 attacks against this unit. So I'm going to do that off camera though. Right, so the rest of the bloodletters that can attack have managed to do 7 mortal wounds and 11 wounds on this first unit of Crypt Horrors. So Tony, 5 up save normally, reduced to a 6 up. Passes 2. So if you take those 2 out, but then you've got 7 mortal wounds, so add 7 dice to that pile.
What's your initiative? 9, sir.
And then you've got 5 up Deathless Minion.
Should have done a wolf name and soul.
It's a good roll. So what have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9 wounds. I believe, are there 5 each?
4 each.
4 each, 9 wounds, drops 1 guy to 3 wounds and kills 2.
You feel it, don't you?
And of course the zombie dragon there, is that the Vargeist? That's the zombie dragon, isn't it?
That's the Vargeist. Zombie dragon is the one.
Ah, right. So he took no damage from them bloodletters, which is not what I wanted. So it's now back to Tony to attack, and I'm guessing you're going to go the zombie dragon against the bloodthirster before the bloodthirster hits. Of course. Of course. Let's see what Tony can do with that though. So, how many attacks have you got first? So you've got 5 attacks with the King's Gory Talons. And he's hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. 4 hits. 3 wounds. It's minus 1 rend, so I've got 5 up save against this. How many wounds did you do? 3? 3 wounds, 5 up save. Boom. You've now got 3 attacks with the zombie dragon's maws. 2 hits. You're wounding on 3s. So 1 wound, minus 2 rend, so 6 up save. D6 damage though. Oh! That's gonna hurt. And then you've got the zombie dragon's claws. You've only suffered 2 wounds, so you've still got 7 attacks. And this is going to hurt. So hitting on 4s. Nice. Wounding on 3s. Oh, God. Minus 1 rend. 5 up. For 2 damage each is another 8 wounds. Guess what?
At least he's dead.
Yes. 14 wounds, and that zombie dragon has just killed the bloodthirster before the bloodthirster got to swing. How does that make you feel?
Rather pleasant.
Pleasant.
Warm and fuzzy inside.
And drenched in blood.
Coffee.
Coffee. Right, I guess I'm probably going to need to attack back now with the bloodletters down here. Right, so the bloodletters managed to inflict 4 wounds on the zombie dragon. A couple of mortal wounds went through, but Tony passing a lot of his deathless minion. That 5 of deathless minion being absolutely crucial. So Tony now has that dragon and then these guys to attack back with, and I've got nothing else to swing. So Tony, do you want to work out the other dragon on the bloodthirsters or bloodletters? So you've got the 5 attacks from the Gory Talons, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. 2 hits, wounded on 3s, minus 1 rend, 6 up, pass 1, fail 1, and it's only 1 damage. So that's 1 dead for me so far. Next up, we've got the zombie dragon's maw. So you've got 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. And then next up, finally, you've got how many wounds have you lost? You've lost 9. So you've got 5 attacks now with the claws. Hitting on 4s.
6 on the lower change.
Nice. Wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds. It's minus 1 rend, so 6 up. Which kills 4. So you've actually killed 5 bloodletters. Now, I don't have to take a battle shock on these because they are within 18 of the blood secretor. But there we go. That's more bloodletters sucking dirt. Next up, though, down here, Tony will have the single guy go.
Telepathy, pyromancy, binding.
And this is Crypt Horror, yeah?
This is the...
Yeah, it's, is that the courtier? No,
that's him, yeah.
Yeah, so a single Crypt Horror. So he has 3 attacks, but if he rolls a 6 to wound, it does 3 damage instead of 2. What are you here on? 4s. So 1 hit, 3s to wound, and it doesn't wound. But, do you want another good thing? Oh look, you're within 3 inches, Tony. So these guys can pile in and attack the bloodletters. So, You've now got 9 attacks from that unit.
It leaves me with 3 dice left.
Actually, sorry, you've got 10 because the character gets an extra attack. So hitting on 4s. Nice. Wounding on 3s. Looking for 6s though. So no 6s, but everything wounded. And no rend, so I've got 5 up save, but this does 2 damage each.
I don't get it.
So I passed 2, 3, so you kill 8.
He was going to do more.
It's not bad. Not bad at all. We'll take the 8 from that side. Now, I can take battle shocks, because if I roll a 1 with these, I get D6 models back. 5, which actually kills 3 more.
I'm going to minus 1.
I don't have to take them
So that after round.
because of the Blood Secretor, but I can. Oh, how many did I lose round there? I lost 4 round there. 4, that becomes an 8, so they would be fine. Right.
1, 2, 3.
That was a bloody and brutal turn, and that was turn 1.
Yeah, that's 7.
Oh God.
7 right here.
Right, let's see who's going first, Tony. Battle round 2, come on.
3d6. You feel like you're losing play. Passing.
Yeah, death turn 2. Right, so with Tony winning the roll-off, we just realised we did a few things wrong. These guys should have gotten re-rolls to hit because they're within 15 of him, so apologies about that. I did lose a couple of more blood letters to the battle shock though, but Tony rolled a 5, and this guy reappeared, which is not good for me. And each of the dragons healed a single wound. However, Tony, gift from the heavens, where does the meteor fall? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6, so it's going to conveniently land right where the Ghoul King is. We'll put that one down in a minute, but Tony's realised that this Blood Secretor needs to die. So, you're going to cast Arcane Bolt on him. Casting value of 5 on 2 dice. And he gets it. I can't stop it, so D3 mortal wounds on him. For 1. And then the guy over here is going to go for Mystic Shield on himself. Casting value of 5, and he gets it. That's 9. My dogs can unbind it, but they're going to have to roll a 10 or more. Nope. So he's got Mystic Shield. Right, so let's move on to movement and shooting. Right, so shooting phase. Tony hasn't done too much movement. The Crypt Flayers have pulled forward at this side. But this guy's going to use his Pestilence Breath on the blood letters. Now, there is 9 there, which means Tony will automatically hit, but he's wounding on 4s. And he fails to wound. Next up, we've got Death Shriek from this guy. Now, he has only lost a single wound, which means it's 6. It's within range, so 6 plus D6.
Come on.
For that, I'll give you the 6, which makes 12, and I'm Bravery 9, which means I suffer 3 mortal wounds. So that guy, my Blood Secretor, is down to 1 wound thanks to Arcane Bolt. That's not good for me. So the rest of the movement phase, basically the ghouls are pushed up here, and that's it for shooting, isn't it?
Yep.
So charges, ghouls, and Scarbrand.
Yeah, well, not.
Yeah, go for it. Don't roll a 3. There we go. So they are in. And I think the Crypt Horrors over this side, or the Crypt Flayers. 3-inch charge. And of course they make it in as well. Right, so these ghouls are getting +1 attack each, which means they had 61 attacks between them. Reroll a hit because we've measured in. That guy's just 15 inches width. So Tony got 46 hits, causing 29 wounds, 29 dice. 4 plus on Scarbrand. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh! Scarbrand is dead to 20 ghoulies. That is not good at all. And he's sucked back into the warp just like that. Tony, you're a nasty, nasty man. So the bloodletters swinging back. They're at +1 to hit because of a unit of more than 20, -1 because of the cursed book, and we've just got 3 mortal wounds and 7 wounds. So Tony has 7 standard 5-up saves to make. So he passes 2 of them. So that makes he's got 8 deathless minion saves to make because of the 3 mortal wounds. 5 up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pass 4, fail 4. That's not enough. That's not enough, so he's lost 5 wounds altogether. We'll work out the rest of the attacks from these guys though and come back in a moment. So 4 more wounds on this guy, and the rest of the bloodletters did 3 wounds to the unit of 2 and then got 8 mortal wounds on the unit of 3, and believe it or not, Tony didn't pass a single deathless minion. So Tony, who's attacking next? I'm gonna hazard a guess, this dragon here.
Yes.
Right, let's get to that. Right, so first up, we've got the King's Gory Talons. That's 5 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. 1, it's rend of -1 for 1 damage. Fail, so that's 1 dead. Next up, we have the Zombie Dragon's Maws. So that's 3 attacks, hitting on 4s.
This is the one I need to...
1 hit, wounding on 3s. Oh, Tony! And then you've got, you've lost 5 wounds, so you now have 6 attacks with the claws. And these are hitting on 4s. 3. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds, -1 rend for 2 damage each. So that's 4, that would be 5 dead altogether. I am, of course, probably going to go back with these guys. So let's work that one out and come back. Right, so despite 7 wounds, we only managed to do 2 wounds to the Crypt Flayers. So next up, I'm going to go with my bloodletters down here. I do have 4 of them there, which gives me 8 attacks altogether. So, come on, mortal wounds, big numbers. No mortal wounds. 1 wound at -1 rend, but Tony has Mystic Shield on, so 4 up. And Deathless Minion 5 up. So 1 more wound on him drops him to 5, which is simply the one that he healed last turn. Tony's now going to get to swing back. He's got a choice. He's got this dragon, he's got these guys. Yeah, he's got a choice. So, any idea who you're going to go with?
I'll go with my Ghoul King.
The Ghoul King. Right, let's see what he does again. So I think it was 5 attacks for the
claws.
and that's hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s as well. So 3 wounds -1, so 6 up. So nothing, kills 3. And then we've got the, how many attacks have we got with the claws?
Got the talons first.
No, that was that.
That was his, yeah.
So the talons, skeletal claws.
4.
4 attacks, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. 1, -1 rend.
Yeah, D3 damage.
Yep, so D3 damage. Oh, kills another 3, that's 6 dead.
And the Maud Fang.
Yep, 3 attacks with that.
This is the one I need to hit, so this will be the one I miss with.
2 hits. Wounding on 3s. Oh, 2 wounds, and it's rend -2, which means I've got no save. So 2d6 kills. 10 plus 6. I think that's the squad. It might be. We'll have to work that out. Right, so the bloodletters swang back. They had a bit of a poor roll, but they got a lot of wounds through and killed 14 of the ghouls. Now, because Tony's bravery 10, it means he's losing at least 4 to battle shock. If he rolls a 1, he has 1 model left. Oh, and 2 just kills them. Now, that is a little bit premature though, Tony, because you've still got 1 attack to go down here against the dogs. It's worth noting as well that when this guy did the damage, I of course pulled the casualties from this side so that they couldn't attack me. Of course. Yeah. So, we'll work out the Crypt Flayers and come back, but as it stands, Tony definitely scores 2 victory points for controlling that objective. Right, so that hurt. I've lost dogs down there and I don't have very much of an army left, and I haven't even done my turn 2 yet, Tony. So where does my meteor land? 3 or 4. Well, it's going to land here, which at least gets me 2 points, but it's not going to last much longer, is it? So, let's see what we can do in the hero phase. I want to open the Portal Skulls, and he's going to whip them, because why not? So, movement, the dogs have basically ran back to start and try and secure the objective a little bit, and these unit of Bloodletters has pushed forward. I want to try and multi-charge, see whether or not I can get within 6 inches of that objective to steal it from Tony. I need to, because I haven't got many models left. And it's only turn 2. This isn't good. Right, charges, Bloodletters. 8 inches should get us a good way in. And I'm going to multi-charge them, of course. So, these guys have done all right. We killed 9 of these, 7 of these, and did a single wound to him. So hopefully we can battle shock these guys off the board before he gets to roll 6 dice and add potentially 6 models back to the unit, because that's going to be horrible. Tony's going next, but I'm guessing he's probably going to go for one of the 2 dragons. At this point, though, he is dominating this side of the board, and I don't think there's a lot that I can do to stop it. I just need to try and survive, which with zombie dragons at move 14, it ain't going to happen. So we'll do the rest of the turn, because like I said, there's not really that much that's going to happen besides me probably dying, and come back in a minute. So these guys have all attacked in and killed 7 Bloodletters. They don't need to take a battle shock, and of course this guy chomped the 3. He chomped the 5 there, and of course these guys killed the Flesh Hounds. So, believe it or not, I do have 2 models within 6 of this one, so I do score that for 2 points, and I scored this one for 2 points. However, Tony, battle shocks please. This guy, you have to roll a 1 for him to survive. So he's dead. And then these guys, you lost 7 plus D6 for 4, makes it 11, which kills the rest of the unit. No, kills 1.
Yeah.
So just one of the smaller ones. Oh, which means you're going to heal him. Right, who's going first? Come on, Harry. 4. Don't do it, Tony. Oh, 4. 3. No! So 6 D6 for these. 2 plus you're getting a model back. No, 6 dice. Well, that one fails, so 5 more. On a 2 plus you get a model back. So 4 models come back. Yeah. And of course, this guy's going to heal D3 wounds for 1. This horror heals a wound, so he's back up to 2 wounds. And on a 5 plus, he gets a model back. And there's another unit there as well, Tony. There's 2 units. And then the other unit, 5 plus. Nope. And then the Vargeist right over there, 5 D3 wounds. Heals D3 wounds for 3. Oh god, this is now going to hurt. Right, so hero phase, this guy tried to cast Arcane Bolt on the Blood Secretor, but the dogs actually managed to stop it, and of course both of them have then moved up. He did cast Mystic Shield from this one onto this one, and of course Tony healing a lot there as well. Shooting. I'm guessing you're going Pestilence Breath onto these 5 dogs.
He's within 9.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so don't roll a 6, and it'll auto hit. So it hits. Right, so Tony's made some charges over here with all of the horrors, and the dragons have made it in. So he's going with these 2 first. They are still getting rerolls because they're within 15. So hitting on 4s, so that's 2 rerolls. All hitting. Wounding on 3s. And the 6 doing 3 damage instead of 2. So that's, with that, is a 4. 4 that do 2 damage each. Is this going to rend?
No.
So that kills 8. And then 1 doing 3 damage. That kills 11. So of course I'm going to take them from here, so you can't attack with the other ones. 3, 7, 11. Tasty. Next up though, what have I got to attack with? Not a lot. So I'm going to go with a dog, see if I can kill this zombie dragon. Probably not going to. So that's 20 attacks. Yeah, but you say that, Tony, but don't forget you've got the Cursed Book, so I'm only hitting you on 4s now instead of 3s. And then wounding on 4s with no rend, and you've got 2 saves, and zombie dragons are horrible. 4s. Not a lot. 4s again. Not bad. 3, 6 saves, Tony. 6 forps. And then re-roll the other ones for Deathless Minion 5 up. So he takes 2 wounds. This is going to be an uphill slog. So we'll work out the rest of the combat, and I suspect Tony's probably going to table me here. So we've gone back and forth. This guy killed the Blood Secretor, the Bloodstalker, and the dogs didn't do anything to the Zombie Dragon. And of course we did lose 2 dogs. Down here though, we lost 13 thanks to the Horrors, the Crypt Ghoul. The Bloodletters hit back and killed the Ghoul King. And of course I lost more to Battle Shock. I rolled a 2. If I'd rolled a 4, it would have killed the entire unit. Tony doesn't score this one though, as he has 2 models and I have 2 models, so that's contested. And Tony does score this one because I've only got 1 model within 6 and he has 2. So it scores him 3 points. So that puts him at 5 to my 4. And you know what? With 6 models left, I can't come back from that. So Tony, good game, sir. I hope you've enjoyed.
Fantastic.
And hopefully it's helped you out a little bit with synergizing your army. And Tony was not looking forward to facing that tide of Bloodletters. And you killed me Bloodthirster in 1 go before he swung. And you killed Scarbrand in 1 go with them little ghoulies. That was...
I beat you with my ghoulies.
You did. The ghoulies beat Scarbrand. So that is it, folks. Thank you very much for watching. Please check out the rest of the channel for more Age of Sigmar 40k battle reports and reviews. Until next time though, see you then.